Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVDA, AMD, Tesla, and MU. We file the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up. Videos are free. Click down here in the bottom right hand corner and become a subscriber at my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're an active trader looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Sister company of Cobra Trading, best in the business. Been using these guys for years. If you're an active trader looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, let's get right into the charts. NVIDIA daily chart. We did have 25 million, almost 26 million on the day. 4.05% down, or $9.79. It was a pretty good sell. We talked about this inside bar bearish pattern at the top. If it could not get above the 249.16, which it kind of kissed the target there, and boom, boom, boom with the markets. Everything is a market trade at this point. SPY, IWM, Qs go down. Everything's going down, unless earnings or something like that. But we came down to the 5.0 retrace, bounce back up. Big area here for me would be about 231.04. We did close above it, but we did get back below the 20 MA. So slightly bearish, still bullish, being above the 20 and the 200, or the 50 and the 200 moving average. And let's see where this thing goes, guys. I mean, it's NVIDIA. It's the stock of the year, all that good stuff. Or was it the stock of the year? What was the stock of the year? I don't even know at this point. But anyways, guys, great retrace with the markets. Down, inside bar pattern, nice retrace almost to the top. 3 days down. If the markets continue to sell, this will be down in this area. Great support coming up with the 50, the 618, and the 750. And also you have these big trend lines down here, so you have to watch for that, as well as the low pivot at 204.14. Remember, this is a high flyer. This will come down eventually. It's just a matter of time. So if you're long in NVIDIA, just tighten those stops. Don't be a clown with this trade. Just tighten the stop. If this comes down, you could buy the dip. But right now, looking at the monthly, guys, it's just too far stretch. It's going to come down. I mean, I can't believe this is actually at 145 here. This is flat out ridiculous. When this comes down, guys, it will be a $100 stock again. Guaranteed. I know it's AI and all that stuff, but it's still just the nature of the beast. It might get the 150 first, which is at the 20 MA, but when it's all said and done and the markets do come in, this could be easily a $100 stock. If it is, I'll be buying with both hands. All right, so that's monthly chart in NVIDIA. Let's go back to the daily. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We could get a pause day. If this starts to pause and starts to go sideways, then it's setting up for the next leg down. Bulls, you got to get back above the MA. You got to get back above all this consolidation. Go for the 250, 195 area, and then maybe off to the races. Until then, I'm going to watch what kind of a pattern develops tomorrow and the next week. I want to see tomorrow's close on the weekly, but I want to see what it does on the daily next week with consolidation, or do we just continue to get some follow through on some good volume? Look at the volume. As we're picking up here and we're selling, volume starting to kick in once again. All right, let's get into AMD. So in our last video on AMD, we have a Fibonacci. I'm gonna do a new one too. We got it from this low pivot to this high pivot up in here. We came right into the 618, and we came back into this trend line. We talked about that, and plus we have a couple big breakdown bars. Nice consolidation. This is great bearish consolidation. We get a little tail here on this pop. Everyone gets excited. It's AMD. This is its time. It's going up. I've heard it so many times. I have no position in this thing. It's in the pretty much 50 percentile range from this high to this low, so it could go any way. If it gets down here, maybe be a buyer. If it cracks a 971, this one would be going a lot lower. For the bulls, you got to get back above these MAs once again, like always. We get back above them, they come back below. We get back above, it comes back below. Great trading vehicle. You just got to wait for the range, the high and the low in the range. You don't go right in the 50% area and try to give this thing a shot, especially with no pattern. So right now, we closed right on top of the 50 MA, slightly bearish, being below all the rest of them. and down sideways, guys. This is telling me it's setting up for lower prices. If the SPY, the Qs, and everything else sells in major indexes, this will be going lower. We'll be retesting 1063. We'll fill this gap at 1027, and then we'll fill another gap down here about 989, 10 bucks or so, and we'll be coming down to double bottom. If that cracks, I've been saying for a while, for a long time, this will be in the 8s, possibly 7s again, and then I'll be a buyer. We will go long in a stock sooner or later, guys. But we did go long on the SPY on that dip that 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately we sold the calls early. We still got over 100% on them, but what do you want, guys? It could have went 2 or 3, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I posted the trade on I believe on my YouTube channel or somewhere, I don't know. But anyways, guys, right now, AMD, just be careful, especially if you're long in these markets. If the markets continue to sell, this will go lower with everything else, period. The real good support, which has been holding up, is on the monthly. Monthly, right around $10. And yeah, see, now the 20 MA is starting to curl up, so that's going to crack. But you still have the 200 MA right here at the 976. If that cracks, guys, I'm telling you, we're going to 645. Right in there eventually, if these markets sell. This is pretty good though, consolidation bullish, but my gosh, if we crack below the 1025 here, we will be heading down somewhere in this area. If we get down to 645, $7, I will be buying AMD and I will make a long trade on it. I'll let everybody know, believe me. But AMD right now, guys, in the middle of the range, nothing for me to do. If it gets up higher, we'll short. If it gets up lower, we'll consider it long. But right now, this thing is at least down sideways, setting up for lower prices, in my opinion. All right, let's go to Tesla. Tesla had a nice schlacking today, right back below the MAs. We get back above, everyone becomes bullish, doesn't realize we have double tops here, a bunch of resistance. Bag holders here, bag holders here. When they got the flush out, comes back, these bag holders become sellers. They're like, oh great, I got my money back, you know what, I'm done. So next thing you know, 3 days sliding. We wrote calls up here, covered them today for a nice 50% gain, and we're out. We're back below the MAs. You know what, Tesla bulls, this isn't looking pretty. If the markets continue to sell just like the rest of them, we will be back to double bottom or 300 area. I still think this one's going to about 240. I love, oh my gosh, this area right here, guys. Oh, if it gets there, come on, baby. And if it gets below 200, like in these pivots here, oh my gosh, that's another great trade, 181 or so. But we'll see how this comes. If this comes straight back in, and remember, we made the high. Now we made another high, and we're slowly making lower highs here, so you got to watch for that. But great resistance up in here, proves it once again. Markets start to sell, exaggerates the move down, back below the MAs, not looking good. Bulls, you got to want this thing to switch and go right back up, get above the MAs, and possibly go. If this continues to slide, next area will be this lower little trend line here. And with the 618 right around the 319, if that cracks, then we're going to 306, and then right back to 300, 295, and then we'll take it from there. But right now, you know, not much to do on this one. We're starting to get into the middle of the range from this high to that low. So if you're short, you know, just put a stop in it. I mean, if you're short, you got it from, that's a $30 pullback right there. If you have a couple hundred shares, that's a great trade. That's why we wrote calls as it was popping up, and my chart just disappeared. Give me a second. And we're back. So watch for that. If we get more follow through, guys, and the volume picks up, just step aside on this one. We will be back at $300, so just be careful with Tesla. We're going to do the weekend update like always. We'll do the weekly chart, and we'll go through the monthly charts too, since it's a new month, and then to see where the monthly charts are telling us on a lot of these stocks. All right, so MU, we went short again off of resistance, off this pivot top. We are short. We did cover down here on the actually, it was down on this pullback on the 5th. A couple more days, we would have got a little bit better. But anyways, we shorted over here. We had to wait, a couple months on. Actually, I would have to look at it. Maybe we shorted on one of these pops. But we were short from like the 46 area. We pulled off of here at 39. We added short again right here on this day, one or the other, a couple days ago, and hopefully we get another pullback. We'll pull back half, and we'll see if we can get another ride down to the $40 area or so, like that. So we are short MU with a position off this great resistance up here. Markets continue sell, it will go lower. It was a great push as well. What happened here, guys? If we go to the SPY, what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days pretty much green. We had a little bit of a pullback, no big deal. If we go to MU, how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just like the SPY. Everything's a market trade. I think this had, some news or something here, so it kind of stayed buoyant. We start selling, this one will be fast tracking right back down to the 200 moving average. I promise you. Bulls, you got to get back above the 48 or 50 or 50 area and continue higher. If you can do it, you got to get some more volume. Notice how you got pretty good volume going up, but then you have the big red candle here coming down. If the markets continue to sell, everything will come down. Bulls, if you get below these moving averages, you better step aside, tighten the stops. If it gets down to here, I don't know. I don't know if I would add. If you're bullish, I still think we're going to 34.20 down here, going to fill this gap. And there is another gap down here at 27.87. So be real careful in these markets if you are long. This was a nice run. I mean, this is another one. From 5/2 2016, it was a $9 stock, and now it's 50. Needs a pullback, guys. You got a little tail on the weekly. Weekly close is going to be really important in this trade. So I want to see this thing actually become red. I want to see a close below 46.50 tomorrow on the weekly. Give us a little tail, and then that will possibly tell us some more downside. Still above the 20, the 50, and the 200. Still in a good stance, a bullish stance. When we start sliding here, we will be back down to these levels really quick. And at the end of the day, if the markets really dump, we will be back to 25 bucks on this one. The 200 MA will be the target on a lot of these stocks on the weekly chart. So watch for that, especially if the markets start to sell. So again, guys, you know, it wasn't too bad of a day. We did have what do we have on this one? Boom, boom. So 61 million on the day, 2.44% down, 1.19% green. If my chart will show up again. I love this, guys. $182 a month for my charts, and they don't even pop up some. Oh, there we go. Hey, they must have been hearing me. They must have been listening to me. So again, though, gap fill, double top over here, great resistance. Let's see what this does. If it continues to go sideways and these things curl up, this could go higher, possibly. So watch out for that. But again, the indexes sell. This will be going lower, period. So, all right, guys, if you are long in these markets, tighten the stop. Watch these videos. Check it out. I'll be producing a SPY one. I've been doing it for my members only right now. That's the most important trade, and these are the people who pay me a monthly fee. So, what else here, guys? Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Go to my website. You can sign up for a free membership. There is a paid one there. It's 30 bucks a month. It's not a big deal. It's really just to keep the trolls out. So, anyways, guys, thanks again for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.